Serious? Are you serious? You're going to need cups of coffee, maybe pots of coffee. You need strong coffee to deal with what we're dealing with now, folks. The FBI, the cabal of the FBI. That's right. The FBI secret society is coming unraveled. That which has been done in the darkness is coming to the light. Matter of fact, evidence is definitely suggesting massive scandal brewing at the FBI. And the three blind mice, James Comey, Robert Mueller, Peter Strzok, and of course, Peter Strzok's mistress, got to throw in Lisa Page. That's just the beginning of it, folks. During the financial crisis, remember the federal government bailed out all the banks and declared them too big to fail. Well, now, fearing that their bankruptcy might trigger economic Armageddon, the feds propped them up, and you, the taxpayer, bailed them out. Then they turned around and repossessed your homes with record foreclosures in 2010, 2011, and 2012. Well, something similar is going on. It's happening right now, folks, in the FBI. The Washington wagons are beginning to circle the agency, and they're trying to protect it from charges of corruption. That's right. In the Beltway, they're tightening the belt to try to protect the FBI's image. But this time, the appropriate tagline is FBI, too big to believe. And each day brings another credible report suggesting there's massive scandal involving the top ranks of America's premier law enforcement agency. Matter of fact, these reports are even saying among themselves, they're tweeting that they have a secret society within the FBI meeting off-site. And they started the day after they'd already had a secret society. It was already fighting and against the Trump campaign during his entire election process. The day after his election, they immediately went into emergency mode and they went aggressively. And it was a campaign beyond just the FBI. The media was doing it. The Democratic National Party was doing it. World leaders, the global elitists were doing it. The Council on Foreign Relations geared up. The United Nations geared up. The Trilateral Commission geared up. I mean, we're talking Illuminati here all the way. Everyone going into panic mode because the Luciferians realized they were so close to launching the New World Order. And now they realize they are in desperation mode to try to hang on. But now the cabal, the FBI cabal, is being revealed. Unbelievable. Let me just tell you what Trey Gowdy said. I'm going to look at another report real quick here. Trey Gowdy sums it up this way. He just said, look, the texting between, where is there 5 months of, how can 5 months of text messages disappear in the FBI? How convenient. It's the ones that would be totally exposing the corruption in the FBI, just like Hillary Clinton's emails disappeared, just like President Bill Clinton's meeting with Loretta Lynch on the tarmac was just about grandchildren, right? And his terrible golf game. I mean, come on, guys. Comey, all of it, they had it already rigged from the beginning that Clinton was not going to be indicted. And what about Uranium One? We don't even want to talk about that. That's the real Russian collusion confusion. Well, according to the Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, there are 50,000 text messages were exchanged between Peter Strzok and his mistress, Lisa Page. 50,000! 50,000! And the ones that we got our hands on are so incriminating and so scandalous that it's unbelievable. Matter of fact, Congressman John Ratcliffe, a Republican of Texas, said after reviewing the new text messages, he believes there may have been a secret society of folks within the Department of Justice and the FBI working against Donald Trump. And according to Congressman Trey Gowdy of South Carolina, he told Fox News that Stork and Page they were texting each other on how to delete their texts, how to get rid of it. Matter of fact, Gowdy said the explanation for the missing text messages may be fishier than the official explanation, saying he saw where Peter Stork and Lisa Page discussed getting rid of their texts in a printout of the message he and other members of Congress received last week. Quote, lay aside this glaring 5-month gap in text messages that the world's premier agency somehow lost? What? Remember Lois Lerner and the IRS? Remember her missing emails? Hillary Clinton's missing emails? Hillary Clinton's private server? The cloth? The bleach bidding? The hammers breaking it? Samsung said, don't blame us. Don't blame Samsung. What? Of course not. Gowdy went on to say, what Johnny and I saw was a text about not keeping Texas. We saw more manifest bias against President Trump all the way through the election into the transition. Folks, it is a cabal. It is a new world order at work, and it's being exposed. And thus, let's continue to keep an eye on what's going on. We're truly living in the last days. See, we're not conspiracy theorists. Your mainstream, lamestream fake news media is scrambling on how to handle this. Here's how they're going to do it. Fox News is going to keep telling you about the 3 blind mice and the lovebirds, Peter Stork and Lisa Page, and all their texts and the secret society and the cabal. And MSNBC and CNN are not even going to speak on it. They're going to continue down the path of President Trump somehow colluded with the Russians. It is a swamp, guys. Washington is a swamp. Give your life to Jesus Christ. He's coming soon. That which is done in secret will be shouted on the housetop. But also, Jesus said, they will call evil good and good evil. The cabal. What?